state-of-the-art medical equipment. Hospitals use it to locate pain. And to help fight pain, they have a choice of pain relievers. What do they use most? Tylenol.
Eyewitness News update.
5 people are now dead, one in critical condition after taking extra-strength Tylenol. Bottles of the pills with the serial number MC2880 are being recalled.
Capsules laced with a cyanide are linked with 5 deaths in Chicago. And that
cyanide in 2 separate bottles of extra-strength Tylenol. Tylenol capsules.
And associated with 1 death in Elk Grove Village and 2 deaths in the serious illness of a 4th in Arlington
For nearly
Heights.
1 solid hour, nurses at the Orlando Regional Medical Center comforted fears of local residents. Callers had heard news that cyanide-contaminated Tylenol capsules had killed 6 people. Authorities suspect sabotage.
The Tylenol murders was the first time in American history that terrorism actually reached into American homes and showed us how vulnerable we really are.
The nation's trust in its favorite painkiller was about to be destroyed.
On September 29, 1982, a young girl named Mary Kellerman, she was 12 years old, went to her parents' bedroom, complaining that she wasn't feeling very well.
Her parents gave her an extra-strength Tylenol capsule and sent her back to bed. By lunchtime, she was dead. That same day, a 27-year-old woman from nearby Winfield, Illinois, took 2 capsules for a headache. She died within hours. A 27-year-old suburban Chicago man was the next to die, followed quickly by his 19-year-old wife and 25-year-old brother. All 3 family members took capsules from the same bottle of Tylenol. Authorities looked at the remaining pills in the family's Tylenol bottle and found capsules laced with deadly potassium cyanide.
It was 10,000 times more than the amount that would kill an average person.
Meanwhile, the makers of the pain reliever, Johnson & Johnson, issued a recall.
Their legal counsel, and from what I heard, the FBI as well, said maybe you shouldn't recall this product when that came up as a discussion point, because this will look like some crazy person can bring a major corporation to its knees. So James Burke, who was then the CEO, in consultation with his top executives, did in fact withdraw Tylenol, and not only did they withdraw it from the shelves, they promoted the fact that they were withdrawing it. It was on all the news programs.
Johnson & Johnson felt that their #1 responsibility was to the consumers, even to the point of withdrawing all of the products from the shelves in the Chicago area, actually nationwide, so that any risk would be removed.
But the death toll kept rising. 7 victims in just 72 hours. Almost from the start, police ruled out a manufacturing problem with the medication.
It was determined, and fairly quickly, that somebody was taking the capsules apart and putting in a small amount of cyanide and putting them back together and then putting them on the shelves.
Ultimately, more than 30 million capsules of Tylenol were recalled, costing Johnson & Johnson an estimated $100 million. The question remained, who could commit such a crime? After a 6-month investigation, authorities had no viable leads. New tamper-proof packaging was introduced, packaging that is now the norm for almost all forms of consumable products.
To this day, we now have to struggle to open your medications because now they're tamper-proof.
It also led to the 1983 Tylenol bill, which made the tampering of any consumer products a federal offense.
In 1986, after yet another death, Johnson & Johnson stopped manufacturing their products in capsule form.
They then withdrew all capsules and destroyed them, and sometime later came out with what's still on the market today called caplets, but you can't tamper with that the same way that people could tamper with the capsules.
We have an important consumer alert to tell you about this morning. Johnson & Johnson has issued a massive recall of more than 53 million of its over-the-counter medications, including Tylenol, Benadryl, and Motrin. The move comes after complaints of an unusual smell in some of the packaging, which in a small number of cases has caused nausea, stomach pain, and vomiting. The symptoms go away on their own, and so far, nobody has been seriously hurt.
make the best product that I can possibly make. I promise.
I promise. I'll never forget that what we make goes into someone's body.
All the love we putting in now, yeah, that's good.
We don't make store brand pain relief